guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Chef Rambo. I'm back with another recipe for you guys today. Today I'm going to be making homemade vegetable soup. This is my first time making homemade vegetable soup. I know I haven't really been giving you guys a lot of tutorials and footage on my YouTube channel, and I am so terribly sorry. I'm finally back on here, you guys. So I'm dropping this vegetable soup recipe. We're going to be using frozen vegetables. We're going to be using fresh vegetables. I've got some diced tomatoes. I've got some Quaker barley in the back, V8 juice, and a whole bunch of different seasonings, as well as some fresh herbs and some minced garlic. So the first thing we went ahead and did is skinned and peeled our potatoes. I used about 10 potatoes. We have half of an onion, 3 stalks of celery, and 3 stalks of carrots. Not really stalks of carrots. We have 3 carrots that I sliced and peeled and diced up. So what we're going to go ahead and do is basically take all of these and put it into our pot. I added 2 tablespoons of butter. Now we're going to start off with our carrots. We want to add the carrots first because carrots are very tough and we want to try to get these as soft and tender as possible. After they kind of get a little bit of a simmer to them, we're going to add in our celery and our onions. We want everything to come together and we want all those flavors to really stand out in this vegetable soup. If you guys don't want to use fresh vegetables, you can definitely use all frozen, but I ended up using both. We're going to go ahead and add in our potatoes after we get our celery and our onion and our carrot nice and cooked down a little bit. So all I'm doing here is just stirring everything up. We're going to add 2 tablespoons of minced garlic for flavor. And now we're going to go in here with that whole container of V8 vegetable juice. If you don't like V8 vegetable juice, you can just use diced tomatoes or crushed tomatoes. Now we're going to go in here with 2 of the Swanson vegetable broth fingers. You guys could also use chicken broth, beef broth, but to me it just makes more sense if we're making vegetable soup, we're using vegetable broth, okay? And I probably got like the 32-ounce little cartons and I ended up using 2 of those, you guys. So I'm just putting in my vegetable broth. Now you want to go ahead and add in your diced tomatoes. I have 2 big old cans of diced tomatoes. You guys wanted to do the flavored kind that has like basil, garlic, oregano, honey, you can definitely do that. Now we're going to go in here with our frozen vegetables. So we're adding in our vegetable mix. We're adding in our frozen green beans. We're adding in our frozen peas, carrots, and corn. Baby, we add everything in here. And excuse my voice, it was cracking just now, y'all. Sorry. But yeah, we're adding in everything. And all of these vegetables are frozen. I did not cook any of these vegetables. If I'm making vegetable soup, I am not cooking my vegetables, okay? So I did not cook my vegetables, and this is how they look. So I'm going to go ahead and stir everything up together. All of those potatoes, carrots, tomatoes, everything, honey. We want to get everything nice and equally incorporated so that way when we eat our soup, it is absolutely delicious. Now we're going to add a little bit of water to help balance out everything. And it's time to add our seasonings. We went in with some salt. Now we're going to add some oregano. Then we're going to add black pepper. We're going to add some garlic powder. We're going to add some onion powder. We're going to add parsley. And now we're going in here with some fresh rosemary. I probably used about 2 sprigs of fresh rosemary, you guys. And we are going to stir up our delicious soup. You can also put a couple drops of hot sauce in it. Sometimes when I make vegetable soup, I like it to be a little bit spicy. So I'll put a couple shakes of hot sauce in it, but I didn't necessarily do it for this one. And as you guys can see, everything is coming together quite nicely. Look at all those delicious, gorgeous vegetables. And you want to let your soup probably cook for about an hour before you serve it. And you want to make sure you continuously stir it so that way your vegetables do not stick to the bottom of your pan and you don't get left with torched vegetable soup. Because let me tell you, baby, it's horrible, okay? And as you're doing this, you guys, you want to make sure you're tasting your soup. So if you need extra seasonings, you want to make sure you're adding them. When you're doing a big pot of soup, it's really easy to forget to season. It's better to have too much seasoning than not enough. So in this scenario, you want to make sure that you're tasting as you go. And after about 1 hour, this is how your soup should look. It's starting to thicken up. You can really see all of those vegetables. Oh my goodness. Everything looks wonderful, nice and evenly cooked. This is a killer recipe. If y'all are trying to lose weight, you guys are trying to get in extra vegetables because you can't stand them and you're looking for an easier way to eat them, this is perfect. Y'all need to try this recipe. This soup was just as good as Campbell's, just as good as Progresso soup or whatever it's called. This stuff was fire. So all of my vegans, my vegetarians, I finally got a recipe for you guys. This recipe has no meat. I didn't even use beef broth or chicken broth. I used 100% vegetable broth, all vegetables only, you guys. So this is a great, great, great meal if you're looking to lose a little weight. If you're, living somewhere where it's chilly outside, this is the perfect meal to warm you up on the inside and outside, y'all. Y'all better make this and stop playing with me. I love me some soup. Vegetable soup is easily probably my top 3 soups of all time, just because of how delicious it is. And you're getting all your vegetables. Y'all better take advantage of that. Look at that soup. Y'all, I want to make some right now. I am starving. Let me go make me a bowl right now. Look at all those vegetables: corn, green beans, tomatoes, peas, carrots, onions, celery, honey. Look at that soup. Well, there you have it, you guys. Homemade vegetable soup, Chef Rambo style. If you like this video, subscribe, leave me a thumbs up, and comment.